When it comes to electric cars, we don't have a lot of choices here in South Africa, but that is steadily changing. As the onslaught for electrification grows, we are slowly catching on with the rest of the world. South Africans tend to love one thing and one thing only, and when it comes to change, we push back. Electric cars still seem far-fetched for the majority of the population, but we do have some early adopters, and those guys are key in bringing in the change, and those early adopters unfortunately need to have deep pockets too. That's one of the main drawbacks of electric cars getting mainstream in South Africa at the moment. They are hella expensive. At least we do have a few to pick from, and in this video, we'll go through all of the choices available today. Starting with the most expensive for interest's sake to surprisingly the most affordable new electric car to date. Watch till the end to see that. At the top of the hill of the electric motoring spectrum of South Africa sits the Porsche Taycan, which starts retailing from over 2.6 million rand all the way to a whopping 4 million rand before options. At this price point, you might think you're getting everything, but not with Porsche. There are still quite a few options to tick, and it can easily cost you more than that. It comes in a few body styles, configurations, and trims. You can get it in the sports sedan version or in the Cross Turismo body style in rear or all-wheel drive 4. Next, we have the Taycan's cousin, the Audi e-tron GT, amongst other e-tron models launched recently. Unlike the Taycan, you can only get one body style which it shares a platform with, but it can be configured in a few ways. It starts from just over 2.7 million rand, but you can expect to pay a bit more since you might want to tick a few boxes for those optional extras, which might be a must for a lot of people. There's a sportier e-tron GT RS expected to complement the local lineup soon. It will cost you more. Don't hold your breath. Next to the Jaguar iPace, which was the first fully electric SUV to launch in South Africa back in 2019. Today you can buy the Jaguar iPace from just over 2 million rand. The iPace is unlike anything else you can buy from Jaguar looks-wise, and is their only electric car available. So far, its design has held on pretty well considering it's been around for quite some time now. Jaguar was also one of the first manufacturers to invest heavily in the local charging infrastructure to ensure a seamless electric driving experience for the iPace owners across the country. Next on the list is another German duo, the e-tron Sportback and e-tron SUV. The e-tron Sportback starts from 2.1 million rand and the e-tron SUV starts from 1.7 million rand. The e-tron Sportback is the only one of these two that you can get with 3 electric motors, and probably is the only one in this entire list. If you are familiar with Audi's naming scheme, you'll know that the Sportback is the one with the sloping roofline, while the e-tron SUV comes in a normal or standard SUV body style. Following closely in the footsteps of the Audi e-tron range, price-wise, is yet another German model. This is the BMW iX. Now, I'm not going to share my opinion on the looks or whatnot. It's a beautiful car. I've done a review on this and I'll link the video in the description below. What I can say though is that the BMW iX could easily be the most recognizable electric SUV we have on sale so far. This is because BMW made sure this will be their billboard on wheels, and they absolutely nailed it. You can't mistake it for anything else on the road today. The iX starts from just over a reasonable, relatively speaking, 1.6 million rands for the iX xDrive 40, considering what you do get, and it goes all the way up to 2.1 million rand for the iX xDrive 50. There's an iX xDrive M60, but that is not available locally, at least not for now. BMW will be launching 4 more electric cars over the next couple of months or maybe a year. That will be the iX1 based on the X1, the iX3 based on the X3, the i4 M50 based on the i4 Grand Coupe, and the all-new BMW i7 flagship model, which is based on the new 7 Series. Up next is the Volvo XC40 P8 Recharge. Bit of a mouthful, but hey, what can you say? The XC40 P8 Recharge is based on the well-established XC40 internal combustion engine models we've had for some time locally. To prove people already want electric cars, Volvo's first 15 units sold out immediately after launch. Similarly, the same interest was shown in the BMW iX. Their first batch of new electric cars found new owners instantly after launch, which is a good thing. You might think then, well, the XC40 P8 Recharge must be the most affordable electric car then. You'd be dead wrong, because it starts from 1.2 million rand. It is the most affordable SUV nonetheless, and are still far from what most people can afford. The Volvo might be the smallest of all the electric SUVs here, but it's still decent enough for a family car, and its battery range is well within acceptable standards. The reviews aren't bad either. People do love it. This next one is not an SUV, thank goodness, but one of the country's longest standing electric cars is the BMW i3. The i3 has been around since 2013 and is already getting phased out since BMW is introducing the new or next-gen electric cars. The i3 was one of the first fully electric cars in South Africa along with the Nissan Leaf. That's why it gets this honorable mention. It pioneered the electric revolution locally and set the pace for these newer models. It was a case study, and I'm pretty sure it served its purpose very well. The i3 is available between 754,200 rand all the way up to 914,000 rand for the i3S e-drive range extender. Second to last is the Mini Cooper SE. This is an updated version of the electric Mini. It's the most affordable, premium and fully electric car you can buy right now, with a price tag of just over 700,000 rand. This cheaper, I'm air quoting here, cheaper price tag comes at a cost. The Mini Cooper SE has the shortest battery range at a claimed 215 kilometers, but you can expect a little bit less than that, which makes it perfect for the city life, running a few errands, shopping and doing the school run. Now, for our little surprise, if you didn't know, now you know. The Eleksa CityBug is the cutest and most affordable and adorable electric vehicle on sale in South Africa today. It retails for an amazing 230,000 rand with a range of up to 100 kilometers claimed. This is the picanto of all electric cars right now. If you live within the distance of around 100 kilometers to and from work and hardly go very far on the weekends and feel maybe the cost of a real Kia Picanto full tank is too much for you, look no further. This is your car. Honestly, I want one. Nothing makes more sense in these tough economic times. This is the electric car for all South Africans, and we need it now more than ever. You might be wondering, why are people even buying electric cars here? Because load shedding. It's not as impossible as you may think it is owning an electric car in South Africa right now. Not every area experiences load shedding, and even for those who do, an electric car doesn't need to be charged all day every day. Like, you don't need to go fill up your tank every day after work now, do you? The latest gen of electric cars offer reasonable range for everyday living, and charging stations are becoming more common sight lately. Grid Cars and other companies have partnered with car manufacturers to build charging stations all around the country, especially in city centers and along most long-distance routes like the N1, the N3 and the N4 highways. So range anxiety is becoming a thing of the past. But of course, the best part is that charging your car at home is becoming even easier, because most of these manufacturers will bundle your purchase with a charging installation, the charging equipment and cables to get you going. Some of them even throw in free charging for your car along these highways and charging stations in city centers. If you're still skeptical, I suggest you visit a local dealer and test drive one for yourself. I bet you'll be amazed and maybe converted from there on. This is the future of mobility. And as much as we love our loud Volpars, smoky diesel bakkies and very thirsty V8 SUVs, they are not doing anything great for the environment or for your pocket. Well, I'm not preaching, I'm just giving you a little thought. This was a fun video to make, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you did, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned in for more content like this. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching.